everybody. I'm Art Granoff at referenceastrology.com. Today, I'm going to show the sun and the moon dancing through the three outer planets this month. And as a bonus, I'm going to add Venus. So it's the sun and the moon and Venus dancing through the three outer planets this month. Then I'm going to show the sun and the moon and Venus dancing through my chart as a template so you can duplicate this and look at your own transits in this fashion and gain more insight. Okay, we're starting here today, December 12th, 2023. And we notice Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto all together for a few years. We've got the planet Uranus right there, representing in the four basic perinatal matrices, BPM4, the death rebirth experience. We notice we have Neptune right there. Neptune representing BPM1, the amniotic universe. And Pluto representing BPM3, the death rebirth struggle. All these planets are together for a few years. Add the sun and the moon, conjunct today, the new moon, and we're going to add Venus and watch sun, moon, and Venus dance through the outer planets in archetypal astrology. Okay, on the 12th, the new moon. The sun is my outward personality, who I am in the world, me, I. And the moon represents my inner person, my inner feelings, my emotions, all the stuff I don't show to just everybody. So we have the sun and the moon conjunct today. The new moon happens every month, usually referring to the quiet beginning of the moon cycle, the end of one cycle, the beginning of the other. The alpha and the omega meet today with Neptune, with the transcendent, with the planet of release, with the planet of peace, with the planet of flow. Okay, Neptune representing the transcendent. Okay, so sun with Neptune could represent our spiritual nature, how we flow in the world. The shadow could be too much flow, not getting anything done. And the moon with Neptune, our inner person with Neptune, transcendent, usually refers to bubbling up of empathy, of empathic experience, wanting to give, wanting to lend a hand. The downside or shadow would be making that a habit and giving all the time, no matter what. We notice we have Venus representing our heart, Aphrodite. Venus is love, pleasure, the arts, aesthetics, with Uranus representing sudden change, the new thing, fresh air. So that could be a new day for the heart, new day for love, for social engagement, or it could be a little too much excitement for the heart, and it could open up the heart's warehouse of hurts. And we don't want to do that too much. Okay. Then the next day, sun and moon the same. So on the 14th, we see the moon goes into sextile with Venus, our inner person with our heart. Could be a wonderful celebration, or it could open up the warehouse where all the stuff is lingering. So take it in stride. Also, the moon with Uranus. Uranus again representing sudden change, the new thing. BPM4 release. So the moon with Uranus could be open emotionally, open to new things with our emotions, or we could get a little spaced out because we got a lot of new stuff coming up and we're not ready for it, and we're going to hold on tight, and it could be a little messy. We notice the next day, we've got the moon with the three outer planets, Moon, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. It's pretty good. If you're a psychonaut, this is an interesting day to go deep. Got your inner person with the cosmos. Also, we've got the sun with Neptune continuing most of the month with our spiritual nature. So again, this looks like a great day. The moon with the three outer planets, okay, with the sun in the middle, not bad, and also Venus with Uranus. So if you got the time, could be a good day. We go the 16th, moon with Venus again, open heart emotionally or messy. Then we go to, on the 17th, looky here. Besides Venus with Uranus, now we've got Venus trine Neptune coming in. Wow. So we can look at Venus Neptune in a lot of ways. Again, Venus the heart, Neptune the transcendent. One could say open access to spiritual matters, to find meditation easy, open, really big heart with Neptune the transcendent. Good for bhakti, any type of spiritual endeavor. Try it out. Okay. The downside or the shadow of Venus with Neptune is getting all lost in and or confused or deluded in some imaginary love, something that you dream up that has no legs that you kind of run with, that down the line let you down because there was no base to it. It just collapsed. So be aware of both of those. And also, Venus Uranus, Venus Neptune is really great for opening your heart to the transcendent big time. So try that too. 18th, moon with Venus again. 19th, okay, moon Venus, moon Neptune, and Pluto. The moon with Pluto can be great or terrible. The moon, our inner person, with Pluto, with Hades, okay, that could freak us out, could scare us, our emotions. And moon with Neptune can be open and gentle and giving. So you get a lot of stuff with these transits. The whole idea is to be able to hold them at the same time, hold them individually and hold them collectively. It takes a little time at first, because usually when we're used to time, we think of a clock and it just has one time going on. But here in the horoscope or the birth chart or the world transits, there's lots of times going on at the same time. So when we say what time it is, what time is it? There's a lot going on. Go to the 20th, 21st, which is the solstice. We see the moon, the sun, and Pluto, which is kind of interesting in a way, because you have Pluto, Hades, with the moon, your inner person, and the sun with Pluto as well, because the sun is connected to the moon. Now, I find this personally interesting because in my chart, I've got the sun and moon and Pluto all together. So to me, this is a really important day and a day I'm going to pay attention to, because the outer planet configuration is the same as in my chart. It's a doubling of the same aspects. So that's pretty important. Check it out with yours. Okay, on the 22nd, back to the sun, moon, Pluto again. A couple of days of that. You're a psychonaut. Good day to jump in. 23rd, got the moon with Venus and Uranus and Pluto and Neptune. This is the day of the month when the moon is with Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Venus. So celebrate this big time today. 24th, still moon, Pluto, moon, Venus. 25th, back to moon with Neptune, good for empathy and giving. 26th, here we are, back at the full moon, sun opposite moon. So again, the idea of this practice is for you to go through each day and watch the sun and the moon. And in this month, I use Venus. And now what we're going to do to deepen this practice is I'm going to show my personal transits with the sun, the moon, and Venus, again, as a template, so you can try it with your personal transits. Okay, here we are in Astro Gold, Art Granoff, transit screen. We see here, the inner ring is my chart. What I've got in here is the sun and the moon and the 3 outer planets with Venus. The outer ring, same thing. Sun and the moon, 3 outer planets with Venus. We're going to look at where the sun and the moon and Venus hit my outer planets. Transit practice, man. It's transit practice. Starting out today, December 12th, sun and the moon both transiting Pluto in my chart. That's important. Hey. Again, the sun, my outward personality, who I am, with Pluto, Hades, my voice bubbling up, have something to say, and the moon with Pluto. Moon is my inner person, and Pluto is what's under the surface. So it could be good for deep emotions, could be flowing with deep emotions. But many times what happens is Pluto being intensity, usually something will come up and we react immediately. What? But we don't want to do that because we want to be able to respond. So if you notice yourself getting wildly reactive, could be that the moon is with Pluto. And the next day, I'm still sun with Pluto. And I'm going to have sun trine Pluto most of the month. Right? The moon is going to be moving around. And I'm going to have Venus on the sun most of the month, which tells me that it's good for me to be social, to go out, meet people, be friendly. The downside of that is I could be too intense, too strong, and tell everyone how great I am, and then nobody wants to talk to me. So watch that one, okay? So we're going to mostly look at the moon dancing through my planets. On the 14th, the moon with Uranus. It's good for fresh emotions, for opening up the heart. You see the next day, moon resting. Moon with the sun, moon square sun, moon my inner person, sun my outer person. Also, moon. So it's a kind of a personal day. In my case, watch out, because I know if I have 2 moons, that's 2 chances to overreact. So I'm going to watch out on the 18th for that kind of stuff. And the moon on its own, there. And back to moon with Uranus, open emotions. Okay. Then on the 19th, moon resting. Moon again, moon Venus. Okay. That could be open heart, or watch out. Sometimes moon with Venus can be over messy, can bring up Venus's Hertz warehouse, and the stuff from the past pops up, and you can dwell on that and ruminate on that, but doesn't get you too far usually. Next day, moon with Neptune and moon with Pluto. Yeah, moon Neptune, giving, gentleness, empathy, and moon with Pluto, transformation of emotions. 22nd, moon again. A lot of moon for me this month. So I gotta watch it and watch those emotions. They're getting all bent out of shape. Then the next day is the 23rd, the moon with Pluto and the moon with Uranus. Very nice. My inner person with freedom and intensity. 24th, another moon day. Man, I better watch my step later in the month here. And then 25th on Christmas, the moon with Venus and the moon with Pluto. 26th, back with the full moon. So there's the sun and the moon and Venus dancing through my personal chart so that I can see where they're hitting and see my personal transits. So we started today with the sun, the moon, and Venus transiting the outer planets. Then I switched over to my personal chart. So you can do that as well. So I invite you to. Happy holiday season, everybody. Happy New Year. Wishing you all the best for 2024. And see you soon.